India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar is on a two-day visit to Tashkent to attend the Central South Asia Conference 2021. And while speaking at the Connectivity Conference hosted by Uzbekistan, Jaishankar reiterated India's focus to rebuild old links. Taking to Twitter, Jaishankar announced his proposal to include the Chabahar port in the INSTC framework for a secure, viable and an unhindered access to the sea for Central Asian countries. India's foreign minister also slammed Pakistan and China at the Uzbekistan Connectivity Summit, further highlighting the deficiencies in the connectivity plans professed by Islamabad and Beijing.
Blocking connectivity in practice while professing support in principle benefits no one. A one-sided view of trade rights and obligations can never work. No serious connectivity can ever be a one-way street.
This comes after Afghan President Ashraf Ghani slammed Pakistan, and in a hard-hitting speech, Ghani said that more than 1,000 jihadi fighters have now entered Afghanistan from Pakistan, further accentuating how Pakistan has not taken any credible steps to sever their relationship with terrorist organizations.
Indicate the influx of over 10,000 jihadi fighters from Pakistan and other places in the last month, as well as support from their affiliates in the transnational terrorist organization. There's a consensus among credible international observers that they've not taken any steps to sever their relationship with terrorist organizations. Fifth, contrary to the declarations of their political office that they will not attack cities and provincial centers, they are accelerating their attacks in attempting to starve the cities. Fifth, contrary to the repeated assurances by Prime Minister Khan and his generals that Pakistan does not find a Taliban takeover in Afghanistan in Pakistan's interest, in short of use of force, will use its power to influence to make the Taliban negotiate seriously. Networks and organizations supporting the Taliban are openly celebrating the destruction of the assets and capabilities of the Afghan people and state.
And retaliating to Ghani's claims about Pakistan's negative role in the Afghan peace process, Pakistan's Prime Minister Imran Khan said that it was unfair to blame Islamabad for the situation in Afghanistan.
Excellencies, I just want to make a couple of comments because President Ashraf Ghani mentioned Pakistan's negative role in this conflict going on in Afghanistan. President Ghani, let me just say that the country that is going to be most affected by turmoil in Afghanistan is Pakistan.
Meanwhile, the Indian External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar's arrival in Tashkent comes after he called on the Afghan President Ashraf Ghani and reiterated India's support for peace, stability and deployment and development of Afghanistan. For more on this story, WION's principal diplomatic correspondent Siddhant Sibal is now live with us with more details. Siddhant, thanks for joining us. Tell us a little bit about the highlights of Jaishankar's recent speech, especially with respect to connectivity links in the region.
Well, today's speech at the Uzbekistan Connectivity Summit was primarily focused on three things. First, of course, the Chabahar port. India pitched for Chabahar port, how it can connect not only Afghanistan, which it is already doing so, but also wider Central Asian region. Remember, Uzbekistan is a doubly landlocked country and it needs more connectivity projects, and Chabahar is one such project. In fact, there is a grouping as well, which includes Uzbekistan, Afghanistan, Iran and India. And this was formed after the virtual summit that happened last year between the Indian Prime Minister and his Uzbeki counterpart. The second focus area was on Pakistan, because remember, Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan, during his pretty long speech, of course, which was focused on Afghanistan primarily, also mentioned India, saying that there are disputes in the region which are holding connectivity projects hostage, which of course means Kashmir, and that is something that obviously will irritate New Delhi, and that is why there was a strong response by the Indian External Affairs Minister, who pointed out, saying that Islamabad is just giving a lip service. And thirdly and lastly, most importantly, it is China worry for India. Remember the mega CPEC, China-Pakistan Economic Corridor that connects Gwadar in the restive Balochistan province with Xinjiang passes through Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. And this is a concern for New Delhi for a pretty long time. New Delhi has raised it with Beijing, but nothing is happening. So during the speech, India pointed out how it violates the territorial integrity and sovereignty, but also said that these infrastructure projects, the Chinese-led infrastructure projects, should follow transparency as a practice and do not create debt problems in the region. Sri Lanka, Central Asian countries are a prime example of it.
Right, Siddhant, let's expand on this a bit. Jaishankar also met Afghan President Ashraf Ghani and assured him of India's commitment to peace and stability in Afghanistan. And this comes at a time when Ghani slammed Pakistan over the influx of jihadi fighters from Pakistan. Tell us more about the same.
Well, today, in a sense, brings curtains down for a week-long visit in Central Asia for the Indian External Affairs Minister. He was in Dushanbe, and then, of course, he was in Uzbekistan. In Dushanbe, he met the Foreign Minister of Afghanistan. In Uzbekistan, that important meeting happened. And it is the increased specter of violence in Afghanistan that is a major concern for New Delhi and other regional capitals as well, whether it's Tehran or whether it's other countries as well. And during that meeting, the big focus was how India can help Afghanistan, what help Afghanistan requires, because remember, India has been long-standing partner of the Afghan people and the Afghan government. It has been building infrastructure projects, capacity building. Its role of the last 20 years since 2001, when Taliban regime fell, has been very positive, very appreciative occasions. In a sense, appreciative stance has been taken by the Afghan government, and primarily the point was that how India can help and make sure that this Taliban violence, which is increasing, if Afghan government needs any help, New Delhi is willing to provide that.
Right, Siddhant, thank you for all your inputs and thank you for joining us at this hour. WION World is One is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.